Hi guys, it's Ankita. Welcome to Enchanted Bookends. In this video, I'm going to talk about Empire of the Wolf series, or rather Trilogy by Richard Swan. It's a complete series. I think this is a perfect trilogy fantasy series to read during these darker months where the nights are longer, days are getting shorter. It's a perfect blend of mystery, thriller. It's set in the medieval era. There are knights, there are Templars, there's sword fighting and battle, and it's just fabulous, gorgeous, fast-paced, amazing world building with lots of dark magic, demons and demonic entities and whatnot, nightmares, everything that makes for a perfect fall or autumn read. In this trilogy, we follow Wanwald, Sir Conrad Wanwald, who is a justice. Now, in this world, in the Empire of the Wolf, justices are like a representative of the emperor, who have the power to make sure that everyone's following the law. So our justice, Sir Conrad Wanwald, goes around these small towns and villages in the provinces that are under the empire and make sure that everyone's following the law. If they are not, then he has the right and the power to indict them, to sentence them to death, to execute them. Yeah, he's a very powerful man. His character arc is just remarkable. The inciting incident for the trilogy takes place in the first couple of chapters. So I was immediately drawn into the story. It's definitely a page turner, but like every fantasy series that I've started, it did take a little longer for me to understand the world. But anyway, we follow Sir Conrad's story through the eyes of his apprentice, Helena. Amazing character. As much as I loved Conrad's character, I loved Helena's character even more. I thought she was so stunning, just amazing character. This book is mostly a murder mystery, but it also has a few events that tie into major plot of the trilogy. So there was not a moment where I was bored. So this is a murder mystery where we see like Sir Conrad's really dynamic personality, how he is so powerful and how he does everything by the book. Oh, it's so thrilling. Anyway, let me talk a little bit about the larger plot. So Sir Conrad, he is a member of the magistrate, and all of these justices of the king, they have special powers. Like Wanwald has the power to speak to the dead. I wasn't expecting it, and it is just terrifying how they have depicted the afterlife and the demonic entities there and other entities there. It's just that's like the horror element in this. The religion that's followed by most in the empire is the Neiman religion, and we see a member of this church rise up, and originally these magical powers belonged to the church and they want it back. And this man who is rising in the church, who wants all the power, he also wants he also wants to get hold of these magical powers. But the thing is that where the justices use these powers limitedly for the good, this leader of the religious group wants it to become a powerful man, the most powerful man, and he is selfish and narcissistic, as you can imagine. Just imagine a cult leader, any cult leader, right? And so there's this power struggle between the magistrate, the senate, the emperor, the church, and it's so beautifully, gorgeously executed. This was pretty fast-paced. You get to know the character. It's a good, strong foundation for what's to come in the other two books. Oh, by the way, I really do love the covers. I believe this is Wanwald. The second book, for some reason I found this cover a bit scary with the head of a deer. It is related to the story, but this, I believe, is Helena. I loved her character, and I'm glad that she is on the cover of this book, because in this one it's mostly about Helena. Oh, the character arc. I loved Sir Conrad's character arc, Wanwald's character arc, but I loved Helena's character arc even more. She knows herself really well. She's a very strong character, courageous, but also you see the side of her where she is fearful of the unknown, or the known. You'll get to know what I'm talking about once you read this. But yeah, Helena and Wanwald get caught up and tangled up into these larger events that are happening that endanger the empire of the wolf. They try their best to save the empire, to halt the rise of this monster. This was really terrifying, but I enjoyed it so much. I just flew through it. And the last book we have is The Trials of the Empire. Again, love this cover, has a significance. Absolutely love it. This one I felt was it's again fast-paced, and this is like totally action, like action after action after action. And I think Richard Swan writes really good action scenes, and there was not a moment's rest in this book, and I could feel it. My heart was racing for these characters. So many endearing side characters. There's a little bit of humor in the entire trilogy. I gave the first two books 5 stars. I gave the last book 4.5 stars immediately after I finished reading this. And the more I think about it now, I think it was really petty of me to do that. I gave it 4.5 stars simply because I did not want the story to end, and I wanted to know more about the characters, what happens to them after years. And yeah, I just wanted more. But really, the entire trilogy is a 5-star trilogy. Really good, very strong fantasy fiction. I think there's going to be a new series set in the same world, but after many years or decades later. So we won't see the same characters, and their story ends in this one. But I cannot wait to read the next series by this author. I'm totally intrigued, and I'm a big fan of this series. I loved the map. I was able to follow it, follow where our characters are going. But I think for the third book there should have been an additional map, because our characters do travel outside of the area that's depicted in this map. So that's the only thing that I found lacking in the third book. Yeah, did I talk about the characters? Really complex characters, and the characters are flawed. They're dynamic, they are well-rounded, and some characters are so endearing. So I highly recommend Empire of the Wolf series by Richard Swan. Let me know in the comments down below if you found this review helpful, if you have plans of reading this trilogy, or if you have read another wonderful fantasy series or standalone that you really loved. That's all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, please like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.